Hey Twitch, how's it going? I'm Matt Grandstaff. I'm the Global Community Lead at Bethesda, joined by special guests that have been here a few times now. Ryan Sears,
Hey everybody.
Kurt Kuhlmann,
Howdy.
and Senior Designer and World Champion.
World champion. I'm lead world artist on the
Lead-
Workshop DLCs.
Great. So we previewed Vault-Tec Workshop very briefly at the Bethesda E3 showcase. Today we're going to take an extended look at it, and we announced today it's coming out on July 26th on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. So without further ado, we're just going to jump in. We've got a special bonus for you guys today. You get to see my game save briefly. So we're going to start, just because it's my old save, in Sanctuary. You can see how bad my settlement looked in February of 2016, just a few months ago. I've actually done some cool things since, but I'm in Far Harbor right now with that save, so I didn't want to leave Far Harbor to do anything.
We'll just have to take your word for it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks really great.
Yeah.
Matt, you did a great job. Way to go. So with this save, I actually haven't started Far Harbor, so there's that little pop-up, but you also see Vault-Tec calling, tune radio to Vault 88 radio beacon station. Yeah. So we'll get the radio on there. We are sans headphones right now, so I'm assuming everything's happening and playing. Kevin's going to give me a thumbs up, because he always does. So
That's
we've
cool.
listened to the radio, and we know where to go. It's down yonder.
Yeah, you're a little up.
Actually, you
Actually,
know
I
what?
don't think you have the
I need
quest
to
yet.
select a
Yeah, turn
quest
on the
too.
quest.
That'll help.
There we go.
That'll help. So down here by Quincy Quarry, right down here.
It's actually Quincy.
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 That's what they made sure that everybody said. That's how they pronounce it in Boston.
That's how Emma would say it.
That's how Emma would say it.
All right, so we're going to jump there. Actually, before we jump there, here's my guy. He's the mechanist, and as I was showing to Ryan and Kurt before, here is the Brahmin that is never going to leave my settlement. So,
Poor guy.
It's a
poor
monument.
guy. Nice little shot right there. All right, now we're going to head down. And just fast travel to there. So, with Vault-Tec Workshop, how did you guys get started with this?
Well, I mean, vaults are such a big part of the Fallout universe, and we wanted to bring that to Workshop. I mean, how cool is it to build your own vault? So that's, that was kind of the core idea.
Cool. I noticed a lot of people, when we first showed the trailer, they made the connection. That kind of reminds me of what they're doing with Fallout Shelter a little bit. Did that play in at all, or just kind of like we knew we wanted to do a vault anyways?
Well, the shot we put in the trailer was definitely a shout out to Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
With the side view and all
It was
that.
really cool.
But just to kind of, it was, just to see if we could do it right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can totally build your own vault that way. Leave one side open, or you can close it off. It's up to you.
Quincy?
That's what they tell me.
All right, we're on our way to Quincy Quarry. That's a little easier to say.
I'm not from Boston, so I just have to take Emma's word for it.
Ready for some combat right there, but
What's that?
so just a little bit of a trek with some combat here. We've got some
I've done this hundreds of
walls and
times.
some neighbors.
Blue Raiders, usually. I think it's the only location in the game where there are non-feral Blue Raiders.
Oh. This is my ever trusty sledgehammer that I use throughout the game. Save things for later.
Go to the right. It's around the corner here.
Yeah, there we are. So, here we are, Vault 88. Actually, switch over to my
You didn't name all your weapons inappropriate names?
No. Should I?
We've seen saves like that.
That's right. We've had times where we've looked at people's saves and it's like,
Yeah.
oh dear Lord, thank you for that.
Oh,
No, this is just a too extreme. I can use the remainder of my ammo.
So it's behind you.
it's behind you.
Right. Where is my?
Tesla rifle? Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I was looking
There
for.
we go.
Thank you. Reading escaped me. There we go. To the vault. And so this has a little bit more quest stuff than the previous two workshop DLCs. There's a little
in that
setup
it has
to
some,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't. This sort of, because this was happening in a particular location, it kind of begged for it. Like, what's the story here? Why is there this? What's going on with Vault 88? Why does it exist? Why is it the way it is? So we took the opportunity to do a little bit of quest.
Oh, nice.
Don't die.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Don't die.
without volume, I don't hear that I'm suffering a little bit. So, as you might know, if you've watched me play, I never use hotkeys for anything. It's not helpful. Suspense.
Almost. There we go.
Yeah, so these guys were trying to open the door,
Trying to force their way into the vault.
which is what triggered the radio broadcast.
Mhm.
That's the idea here. But you, of course, having a Pip-Boy,
Have all it takes to get inside. Cool. So, that finishes the first little bit of questing,
Mhm.
getting there, start the battle, and we can hop in. Any significance to Vault 88, or just picking a number?
no, not beyond. It was a cool number.
Yeah.
It was a number we hadn't used, and it does look cool on a door
Yeah.
and on a vault suit.
Yeah.
That's right. Just reminded me. When I first played through, I didn't notice that there was a vault suit right when you get in.
Mhm.
You might
Right
wanna-
here?
Yeah, you
Yep.
might want to take care of business first. I don't know.
Which business was?
To
The
your left.
Business of the feral ghouls. That are
Oh, hello. Just a casual lone wanderer. Ghouls don't scare me. Oh, and way over encumbered.
Oh, not too much.
This is the day I drop my wedding rings. I was
Back
talking
to the
about,
vault.
does anybody else just say, I'm never going to do anything with the wedding rings and always hold them?
No, I did that.
Yeah. Do I have 11? So, oh, that's more than I need.
Oh.
Right in the old head. What level are you now?
56?
Okay.
Looks nice.
So you're well able to handle this
Mhm.
this place.
Yeah, so something worth noting is I believe it's level 20 you have to be at for the initial radio broadcast to go up.
Yes.
But if you're not level 20, you can just go down to...
If you manage
Yeah.
to get to Quincy Quarries, you'll get that will trigger the radio broadcast.
Quincy?
Quincy.
Quincy. Damn.
I mean, I've had to train myself for years.
Yeah.
And the reason is that Quincy Quarry itself is something. It's like a level 35 minimum dungeon, so we didn't want to draw lower level people down here and get them killed.
Yeah.
But it's not locked off.
Gotcha.
If you can get in, go for it.
Okay, so that's done. A lot of tunnel snakes chatting going on. You can make your own vault of tunnel snakes. Get some mods with the jackets.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're hearing the overseer, or right now I guess you don't know who it is, talking to you over the PA.
Here's the chief.
Have you played this part with headphones on?
Yeah.
So you know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy.
Chief Anderson is telling Ryan every time I think it's Donald Anderson, Metal Gear, but it's just my little fan fiction going on. Take that, Dark Chief.
He's not too happy.
He's a mess. Oh, nice.
Oh, right.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
It's done.
Okay. So you
You have to loot him.
Right. Get the circuit.
There you go.
Okay. Freezing Fat
Freezing
Man. I don't
Fat
think I've ever gotten that before.
I know.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You're
that's
probably
awesome.
over encumbered again.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yes, I am. All right. Well, Freezing Fat Man, as much as I'd love to have you right now. Oh, no, I'll drop the regular one. And thank you, Kevin, for the note. We will turn on subtitles for everyone. That would have been helpful for us, too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. On.
There we go.
Good to go. So then we can activate the workshop, and from here, start building stuff, or start scrapping stuff. So this area of the vault right here was blocked off. If I had come over here previously, and now I'm in this big old area.
Yep.
And there is who we heard over the PA.
Mm-hmm.
Overseer Barstow. So, talk to her. There we go.
So yeah, so this is where the quest line really gets started.
Yeah.
She's been down here for a very long time, waiting to have a
Looks like
chance
it.
to actually finally build a vault. She was trapped when the war started and all the rubble buried the entrance and buried different parts of the vault. So I don't think we're going to play through the quest today
No,
we don't want to spoil everything. But
This is just a taste.
Yeah.
So there they are. We're actually going to go ahead and jump saves, and as we move to a save, and I hand over the rock to Ryan, we're going to do a giveaway. So we have 2 season passes to give away to. Wow, my eyes are failing me. Thank you for bolding that. It is Vanilla Thunderbolt and Savshan. Sure. Congrats to both of you. After the show, we'll be DMing you and sending you your season pass code. Nice when we can send something digital. That's right, you're inverted.
Yep, I gotta play inverted.
So what do we got?
So we're back in that same space, and we've scrapped a few things here, kind of in the immediate area. But you can really tell that this was a place that was under construction. They were trying to build a vault here when everything bad happened. One of the goals with this space was to give you a nice big area where you can workshop in, in addition to being a dungeon that you can explore. So what we can do is we pop into workshop mode. You can see that all of this stuff is scrappable. You can really clear out this space you know, you can't clear out the walls, but you can clear out everything that's inside it here. And
So if I had been doing a workshop in Sanctuary or wherever prior to this and got this DLC, there's enough resources here to scrap to really get started without having to go on a scavenger hunt to find a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's actually, even without scrapping, I mean, if you do scrap, you get a lot more, but even without scrapping, there is a lot of resources that you have just to begin with. Yeah, you know, they were in the process of building a vault here, so there are plenty of resources already stocked, ready to go. That was the idea.
So we start out in this main chamber, and one of the things you can do is explore these side chambers. You see this pile here. I can scrap my way through this rock slide, and now I have this massive wing here. I can continue exploring. Now normally you can't workshop here yet. There's some gameplay to unlock additional areas, but we've gone ahead and done that.
We have some valves and switches here at Bethesda that we can play with.
Yes.
Yeah, normally you would have hit the edge of the buildable space right after you scrapped that, and you would have to go in and do some activity to unlock an additional space here that you could build in. But they've already set that up here.
We've already set that.
Mole Rat Brood Mother.
You're going to probably have
Bad
a lot
call
of those.
there.
My second album. And so there's a good number of enemies that you'll fight as you kind of explore this area. Maybe some surprises. And
Some surprises along the way. You'll want to be careful as you scrap your way through here, because you'll never know what's on the other side of something.
And conveniently, there's some stim packs laying around
Yes.
from Vault-Tec Construction. Cool.
So if we scrap some of this stuff here, we can see here's another section of vault that was kind of underway. All of these pieces you can store to use later. You can pick up and move. We can start building right off of this if we want to.
Right.
Within our structures category, there's a vault category, and there's lots of different pieces, different categories, domestic and utility or hallways. There's some wide halls. What we see here is part of a room kit. So if I want, they all kind of have a different flavor. There's cafeteria pieces, there's overseer pieces, and these are all kind of interchangeable. If you want to, you can snap them together and have sort of a crazy combination, or you can stick on theme. What we can do up here is, I think that's a nursery. So if we scrub through this, we can find a corner piece and start capping off this room. Put a window here, maybe.
Nice.
Do we have an example or later of the way power works with the vault?
We do. We can
Yeah,
talk
okay.
about that. One thing we have done is we've made it so if you decide I've built this vault up in the entrance where we're at, you can wrap around this corner, build staircases down, and connect into these. So you can have one really large vault that's all
presumably
connected.
they had blueprints and they said, this is our
Right.
vault space and this is what
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
That was
finish building.
that was what we had in mind. And so you can, you know, if you spend the time and resources to do it, you can pretty much build. I think you can build a continuous vault throughout almost this entire space.
Almost
can't
the
you?
entire space.
Which
yeah.
is a
Not
very
quite to the ceiling, but pretty.
well. But I mean,
pretty close,
through
right?
like around through these different tunnels you open up, you can connect it all
yeah,
up.
it's a huge
Pretty
vault.
much, and you can make a vault. I'd say as pretty much as big as any of the vault dungeons. Or
Yeah,
pretty close, right?
Pretty close, probably.
Once you're inside it, you can build something that looks exactly like a vault that's already pre-built in the game.
I love that you guys planned that out too with the stairs to have it where it evenly matched up right there.
Yeah, so we can drop a piece here with windows in, and so if I wanted to keep going, I could go all the way over there. But now we've got this cool hallway that connects down.
So one of the things also that I don't think we've talked about yet is that people are wondering, you can use the vault pieces outside of the vault. Like, we're
Right.
gonna see that later.
Yep.
And you can build anything you want in here
You
as
can
well.
mix and mingle with the
Right.
Yep.
the
Yeah.
other two.
Yeah, I
Should
can,
we jump ahead to that next save and
Sure.
look at the work of Ryan Sears? And give away more season passes for Fallout 4. Our new winners are originally Badass and King Leopold, of course. So here we are. So
I've scrapped everything in here, and I've built my own big vault.
for context sake, where were we just now when we went up those stairs?
Just a minute ago, when we came up those stairs, we were over here. Ooh, I'm on the outside now.
But the other side of
The other side of
the other
this.
side of that.
You're never on the outside when you're in the vault. When you're in workshop.
That's a little tip I use. If you guys are in your settlement and you really kind of want to get outside of the building, if you just pick up the piece, run outside, and then hit cancel,
Yeah.
it's a quick little way
Goes
out.
right back where it was.
Goes right back where it was.
But you could walk through where it was.
So let me
That
get.
should have been a tweet by now.
So if I spoilers here, we got to go in the front. So this is using the atrium pieces in combination with some other stuff. If we go up here, we see we've got railings and walkways and big atrium pieces here. And we also have this. This is a Vault-Tec super reactor. It gives you 500 power. And kind of a new feature of Vault-Tec Workshop is this sense of snapped power. Instead of having to run wires everywhere, I've built this super reactor. I've built this floor. Power is transmitting through these pieces and powering objects via this little conduit here. So if I snap this in, wire it to something, it's going to provide power or provide radiated power to objects within range, just like the other pylons,
Cool.
power pylons in the game.
And so that's 5 times more powerful than the
It's far and
most
away.
powerful reactor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
We
awesome.
can, if we turn it off here, we can see that light there in the background goes off, and it comes back on.
Oh. Cool.
And you actually start with not that reactor, but you start with a fairly substantial, for most workshop settlements, substantial power source already ready to go, and you can snap stuff, to that piece that you walk out of from the entrance, and you're good to go with a lot of power already.
Yeah. You'll see our power says 650 and this one's only 500, so like Kurt was saying, we give you that 150 to get started with. Yeah.
So what else is new in the inventory?
Right, we've in addition to all of the vault structures in here, we've also added a bunch new furniture. We've got a nice clean vault
Clean
bed.
furniture.
Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
Here in the chairs category, all the way at the end. Almost there. Here we go. Classic vault chair. Various other vault benches. Also clean furniture of various types. We added a bunch of these little chairs in a variety of colors, so you can kind of personalize as you see fit. Clean versions of some furniture you had before. People may.
That's from the Institute, right?
No, this is high-tech furniture.
Okay.
We gave you the dirty versions before. Now there's some
Gotcha.
clean versions. Just big assortment here. Most of these categories have something new in them. We've got. Here we go. We've got a Vault 88 trunk, like you saw in the beginning of the
Yeah.
cell there.
Is that based on the vault number you're currently in, or is that just
It's just the
88's
88.
whatever?
88's the new vault, so that's the new chest. Clean and dirty versions of that. Vault desks, vault dressers, lockers, all kinds of stuff here. got a couple new shelves that are vault specific. You may have seen in other vaults. Some high-tech shelving.
Wow.
Whole bunch of tables, including an overseer desk.
And then you pointed out to me that the menu now indicates
Oh, right,
if it's
yeah.
a Vault-Tec workshop
Mhm.
or Far Harbor or
Yeah,
any of
yeah.
the DLCs.
Yeah, the little it used to just be the plus symbol, which said this is something new. Now there's custom icons, so the gear obviously is Vault.
Yep.
If we go over here, you'll see
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor, Contraptions Workshop, Wasteland Workshop.
And when you see the plus, it just means there's multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
New
see the
stuff
plus,
in
That's
there's.
super helpful.
Let's see, we've also got some, these are fun. There's some new decorations. We've added a Vault Girl and a Vault Boy statue. Get over here in the light.
Just like the one in our office.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
like the one. There's a bunch of new posters you can build with the fun little sayings. There's some other new Vault signage.
What are the other names for the signs?
Just various things you may see throughout the vault, such as maintenance, clinic, cafeteria, and these are accepting radiated power. So if I were to take this further away, it's out of range now, and it's turned off.
My Vault's goal is going to be to thoroughly confuse people and put the wrong signs.
Put the wrong
every
signs
door.
everywhere.
Bathroom for the barber.
We've got some other little clutter stuff, some crates you can build, and yeah.
That's
so
great.
My dad always
we also
said if
have
something's
this
too good to
thing.
be
This
true,
is
shoot
our
it.
new Vault-Tec population management system.
Right?
What we can do with it is, actually,
I think
You've
you've blocked
trapped
it.
it.
I've trapped him. I better take care of this first.
It's a bit of a Vault experiment in its own.
So we see our guy here. He's assigned to be a guard. There's these two guard posts. Actually, we should point out which are new.
Yeah.
This one here, and the security desk. There's another one that's a bit larger. We can show you that. If I go into this terminal and I go to vocational overview, I can see that I have 3 unemployed people, a farmer, and a guard. I go to manage the guard. I can remove him from his current job. And now he's no longer assigned to be a guard. You see he's leaving the station now. Now it looks like someone had already been assigned to these crops. If no one was assigned to those, I could have just moved him straight to working on those.
Right.
And he would go over here and start his new job. It gives you a way to kind of see what your settlers are up to.
Cool. And I guess we skipped over some of it because it has kind of the plot line implications, but you're recruiting dwellers to your vault and
To run, yeah.
Doing some experiments.
The idea is that the overseer has her original job was to run some experiments, so she has this plan ready to go, and she wants you to help her with it.
yep. So we won't spoil more than that. We'll want you to check it out.
And there she
And there
is.
she is.
There she is in her little overseer room overlooking
Now that we
the
have
vault.
A lot of opportunity out there to build more.
Yeah. There's
How long did this take?
This didn't take too long. Couple hours, maybe, kind of tinkering around in between other things.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, so I think we have one more save we can jump ahead to that was
Mhm.
not made by anyone in this room. It was actually made from one of our QA testers, Mike Shearer. So we're going to jump over to that. And before that, we'll give away a couple more season passes. Kevin, do we have lucky winners yet? We sure do. K. Murphy 192 and Nexavius. Yeah, rolls right off the tongue.
Right. Yeah.
Congrats, both of you. We will DM you guys after the show. here we are, the vault door.
So yeah, this is the new buildable vault door.
Yeah.
Yes, you can build this one. And
It's obviously the real size version one was not something scale that you could actually build for real, but this is kind of a
Is that a
nice
newer
version of it.
opening apparatus from before? Did the way that just that single bar goes across?
this
Yeah, I
this
like that.
particular design, sort of give props to artist on our team, Dan Lee. It's a reference back to Fallout 1 and
Okay.
how their vault doors would open.
Yeah, that's good. So Mike has a kind of a more fully fleshed out vault experience going on. He's got some guys working out, and you said that generates power.
So yeah, the bike is the Power Cycle 1000, I think is what it's called. It is also a generator. It's not maybe the most efficient way to generate power, but it is maybe more fun.
It is a way.
And it is part of the.
I'm new here.
It's one of the experiments. So the way the experiments, you can there are different objects that you're going to run the experiments on, different people to see what effects they have, and you can kind of choose the parameters of, how you want the different objects to behave, and then you'll be able to build the version of the object that you choose.
Cool.
Whether you're nice or evil is up to you.
While do we have a person around here?
I feel like I
We
need
should
Mr.
show
Handy
the,
in there for a birthday party.
Oh, here we go.
Just
Well,
reminds me of Fallout 3.
while we've got this person, do we want to look at the barber station?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we've added here in the resources MISC category, over at the end, actually,
You don't have. Oh, you can't build it.
I
It's
I hit my limit. Okay, we
Scrap
added
a few things, right?
a barber chair and a surgery station. We'll show how these work. Just like in Diamond City and other places where you can modify your appearance, now you can do that at your settlements. They do require, here we go, a person. We can interrupt her lunch, I think, to be assigned to them.
And I think there was some confusion. I saw online some people thinking that you could modify the faces and the hairstyles of the NPCs, but this is specifically for your character.
This is for the player.
This is for the
It works
player.
the same way as it does in the existing ones, except of course you can build them at your settlements and it's free.
Yeah,
Yep.
put them wherever you want.
If you
free part, I didn't
trust
even think
the,
of that.
They're working for you.
so she's now assigned. We have a quick conversation.
Hey.
Haircut.
She has 0 hours of haircutting experience.
I'm sure it'll be
She's
fine.
ready to go.
Putting a
It'll
lot
be
of
fine.
trust in her.
Well, the face
her
surgery
abilities.
is even more questionable there.
Let's see. We'll, here we go.
Yeah, good point.
We'll just add a
that
mustache.
kind of went over my head for a second. Then I was like, yeah.
So the surgery station would work the same way,
Yep.
but I think we can see what else this vault has to offer.
Now, you were showing me before also just kind of the puzzle that is putting together this atrium.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
Yeah.
go in and just kind of show the way all these pieces connect?
So these big end pieces are, you can see this big vaulted ceiling piece. They'll snap together in configurations like this, and we've filled in these pieces here in the middle. If I wanted to, this could be a doorway instead, or another window, or it could be solid all the way up. You can snap in walkways around the edge, kind of like I did in the previous save with railings. And each of these pieces is a mid piece, so the atrium could be half as long as this if you wanted to, make it a little smaller. You can kind of keep building as much as you've got room to build.
Yeah. So I assume that little pro tip you gave before, you could scrap and then cancel, or is that gonna?
I could.
Bring everything tumbling
I might
down.
fall out.
All right, let's
if I
not
do that.
Do you have the management terminal here as well?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a special treat there.
Yeah. So you see my little overseer window there. I think
Oh right, that's right. He built it with the
he
desk.
built it to line up, which is great.
That's a good idea.
So here I am in my overseer room, overlooking that atrium I was just in. Now, this is the terminal by itself, kind of in a cool spot in front of this desk. It's got an additional feature we didn't talk about earlier.
This is actually something I think from day one of the game releasing, people have asked about. It's a VIP tracker, so any of your companions you can now get dibs on and find out exactly where they are in the world.
This particular save only has Dogmeat as a companion, but if I click on Show Dogmeat, you see a quest pop up here for Dogmeat. Pop out of the terminal.
To be clear, this is no longer my save. I don't just have dog meat.
Turn this one off. And now we see I have a quest marker there.
Yeah, Dogmeat.
Dogmeat.
I think he's here.
He's
somewhere.
here 50
He's
meters
close by.
away, close by. So we may run into him here in a bit.
But you can use that to put targets on any of your companions that you currently have.
We can also see that he's right here on the map compared to where I'm at. So he's on Spectacle Island hanging
Cool.
out.
And so is he inside the vault?
He might be outside somewhere, but I'm not sure.
Nice little Hall of Champions.
You see some stuff from Contraptions Workshop.
Yeah.
The weapon racks.
Then power armor. That's nice. Nice paintings. This guy's got some class.
Yeah.
Way to go, Mike.
Very cool stuff.
That's great.
We've got a reactor room coming up.
Yeah, this is impressive.
This is cool.
It reminds me of something.
So is this excessive at this point to have this
as
much
far as
power?
the number,
Yeah.
well, it depends on what you're trying to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of power. You go into workshop mode. I'm kind of curious. I didn't notice before.
It's 999.
He's, which probably means he's got more,
Yeah.
because that's
probably
as
more
high.
than
That's
that.
as high as it will record.
Yeah. And he's up here. He's got some cool stuff too. He's got a little residential wing. I think there's a little nursery over here.
Nice.
Some
Operational vault doors.
hydroponics.
Cool.
And if we go down here, we can take a peek behind the wall.
So we probably, yeah. A lot of people probably already noticed where we actually
They
are.
may
but-
may have noticed where we are, but if I get rid of this,
Boom.
boom, we're on. Well, I already mentioned Spectacle Island.
Yeah, you
I
did.
spoiled
That's
it.
nice.
Hey,
Ah.
I wasn't gonna say anything. People might miss it. Yeah, you're right. You're right at Spectacle Island.
But yes, as an example of a vault that you can build
Mhm.
anywhere.
So you can definitely get started at Vault 88, and you should. But as you build more stuff in the world, you can kind of expand where you're making vault settlements.
Mhm.
So is Dogmeat right down there?
I believe he is. If I don't die when there we
Should be
go.
okay. And Vault, Spectacle Island Vault is held up by what? Bedposts?
Held up by this. However, if you don't want to have a floating vault, in the vault category is this support section, and you can tack these in underneath as you see fit.
What did you say before, Kurt? If this
If
upsets
it
you,
offends you, you know.
this offends
It's,
you.
some
can-
people don't care, and some people, like it to look realistic. So we try to accommodate.
Yeah, it looks great though. He did a hell
Oh,
of a
there's
job.
dog meat.
There he
Hey,
is.
Dogmeat.
He's got some.
You get XP for finishing that quest.
Which one?
I mean, it
Oh,
technically
tracking
created
him?
a quest to
No,
find Dogmeat.
because it's not technically a quest. It's
Seems
just,
like
it's
that would
just,
be a-
It's just tracking them for you, so that lets you use the you can turn it on and off. You can use the terminal as well to turn it on and off and add, if you only want to track one of your companions, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Cool.
So that's a quick look. Right now we are sending out beta invites for Vault Tech Workshop. I keep wanting to say Wasteland. So if you signed up on Bethesda.net, you might see an email this week or next week. We've got 2 weeks of beta, and then we're coming out with the full release on Tuesday, July 26th. So, Ryan, Kurt, thanks again for
Sure.
Of course.
the Return of the Jedi, end of the trilogy
That's right.
workshop extravaganza.
We all have to sing the Ewok song now, right?
Or we could just
Or we
change
could
it to
just
be the
not.
new version, or whatever it is. So, thanks everybody for watching. We'll reach out to the winners of the season passes, and keep playing some Fallout. Thanks.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks.
everybody.